Hello folks, it's Alex here, and I've put together this little video to show you some of the features of Fastmember, which I bought, what's today? I bought yesterday, that's right, I've lost track of the time. I sent an email around saying I was about to buy it and I needed to evaluate it. It felt it looked good, but I needed to check it out in a bit more detail to see whether I felt it was suitable for my own use. And my conclusion is that it certainly is. I haven't obviously tested it out on a live system with real members, but I mean a lot of other people have. But my purpose was to check it out to see how well it worked with the Headway theme. And I'm using Headway now. Again, that's something that's fairly new to me, so I'm still finding my feet on that. But I wanted to use Headway because, as I said in my earlier email yesterday, in fact the day before, my strategy now is to try and focus on the tools that I use in my own IM business. I want to be ones that will also double up as tools that I can use to support clients in my offline consulting business, which I'm setting up, as I mentioned. So that's where I'm going back to WordPress. I'm doing a lot of work on Fusion HQ, but I'm coming back to WordPress, and my chosen theme that I want to use as standard is Headway. And if I want to go beyond that to membership sites and so on, unless anything changes drastically over the next few months, I think Fastmember is going to be the membership system that I'm going to use. In comparison with Digital Access Pass, DAP, which a lot of people use and are very happy with, DAP has been around a lot longer, and I haven't done a detailed comparison. It probably has some more features and more mature features. However, the issue with DAP is that a developer's license, if you want to install the system on client sites, you pay $497 for 5 licenses, $99 a license, which in the bigger picture is not a great deal. But certainly for my market that I'm going for on offline clients, they're going to be very, very cost conscious. So even that $99 could be a barrier to them going down a particular path. So I like Fastmember because it's all the features it's got, but also currently for just $67 for a developer's license, you can use it on as many client sites as you like. I'm 95% sure of that. They haven't been exactly definitive about that, but as far as I can see, that is the deal. So in terms of the bigger strategy, that's why I'm going for Fastmember. And I just wanted to now show you what I've managed to do with it in a pretty short space of time. And given the fact that at the moment there's only a couple of their tutorial videos up, there's a whole bunch of them that are supposed to be in place, but Dave Dunn, who developed the system, or he's sort of managing the development of it, he hasn't done those yet, which is a bit frustrating. But nevertheless, even without those, I've managed to figure out pretty much how to use a system. It is not really that difficult at all now. So what we're looking at here is the home page of my blog, which I've put up for my WO Success Planner. This is the WSO that I'll be coming out with later this month. And I'm going to be using Fastmember and Headway as the delivery platform, or the sales platform as well. I'll be selling it as a WSO, but there'll also be a sort of standard sales page here as well. So this is what you see. This sales page was created automatically for me by Fastmember. I just put in the fact that I got a product and it created this sales page. And well, using the standard WordPress features, I've made it into the home page, and using Headway, I've slightly modified the layout. And it's given me a button and everything. I can obviously now go in and edit that. So let me just go in and just show you some of the features of Fastmember. Okay, here we are in the dashboard of WordPress. There's the Headway theme. I won't show you that. It is such a cool theme. I highly recommend that, but that's not the purpose of this video, so I will restrain myself from going there. There's Fastmember, and there are all the features. Quick Start is their wizard where you go in and you define the products that you've got, and it takes you through a very simple step-by-step process. That, I think, is what you'll see on the sales page that Dave goes through. He shows you how you set that up. So I've actually done that, and so I can't actually show it to you again because until I finish with this page, it won't let me do another wizard. I've got to go down and click start over the quick start wizard. When you've done the wizard, it just sets the basics up for you for the different. It automatically creates all the pages that you need, the thank you pages and everything else, and then it automatically creates this page, which is a to-do list. And I can go through here now and say, okay, the products, tells me what to do. I can go into advanced, edit, and change the various things. It tells me exactly what I can change, and there's the links to the 2 pages. I've got two products, Success Planner and Success Planner Pro. So it's telling me exactly what I should change on those pages. And then the content pages, what I should change on there. So this is defining the product, this is defining the content pages, the opt-in pages. To be honest, I haven't gone through all this, so I'm still learning. The thank you pages, it's got those there. Affiliate pages, manage the protected content, modify the payment buttons, add manage coupons, get embedded codes for the payment links and buttons, and more short codes. This, I think, is quite impressive, the way it does all the stuff for you that it can do automatically, and then it says, okay, now go in and here you do the tweaking, and this is exactly what you can tweak, what you need to tweak. So let's show a few other features. Products list. So this is the list of products I've created. I can go in and I can clone it, transactions, look at the members, look at the contents, look at the stats. I can do that with any of those. I can create a new product, obviously, although the best way to do that is using the wizard. Autoresponders, I can add a new autoresponder, and this is the built-in autoresponder. So I want to create an autoresponder for people who have purchased that but not purchased that. So I can define the criteria for who receives that message. So new autoresponder. So I'm going to create that new autoresponder, not make it active for now. Not that there's anyone to receive it. Okay, I've created a new autoresponder. And okay, right, up here, edit messages. So I can edit the messages for this autoresponder. Click to add a new message. There we are. So I can set the day, the subject. So it's a standard, like a normal autoresponder. And I can put various tags in. So pretty much like a standard autoresponder, you can set that up. So even without being linked to a Weber or anything else, you've got autoresponder system set up. I can do broadcasts. And the nice thing about both the autoresponder system and the broadcast is this way of specifying exactly who gets it. So with broadcasts, you can send it to members that have any of those products or that haven't any of those products, depending on what you select. So you just make your selections, type in the message, and click send. Off it goes. You can immediately send a message out to people who have bought or not bought combinations of products. You can see stats of number of hits and number of sales. You can look at particular products. You can look at particular affiliates. There's some tracking codes you can set. You can decide on the period, and then it displays all the stats. You can add members, add affiliates. In fact, I've done one. I've added myself as a member and assigned the WSO Success Planner to myself as admin. I'll show you why I've done that in a minute. So there is one member in the system, which is me, and I've got the WSO Success Planner. Transactions, withdrawals, protected content. This is pretty good. With protected content, I can pick a product and I can select the pages. Nearly all of these pages were automatically set up when I created the 2 products. I need to go in and refine them. But I would select the product, move it along to here so that it would be protected. Currently, what it did automatically, it created this page, WSO Success Planner page 1, and it only created one page because I said only create one page. So it's created one page, assigned it to WSO Success Planner and said that is protected. I can now add other pages and have them protected, which means only people who own this product can see them, and I can have them dripped. So I can say people only see that page after 1 day, 10 days, and so on. I can do the same with posts. I can protect posts in exactly the same way. I can protect specific files. I haven't got any files set up. And I can protect remote files. That's all pretty good, pretty flexible. Where I thought I was going was content chunk. Sorry, this is what I was going to go. I've never played with protected content before, but you can see how pretty intuitive it is, to be honest. Content chunks are just random little chunks of content. And this is one I put together. This is content chunk 1. And there it is. This is a chunk of content. I've named it chunk 1. And what do you do with that? Well, I can go to a page, sample page. There we are. This is a sample page that actually came, I think, with Headway. Let's go to the visual editor. Okay, it's looking a bit odd because I've got a small screen. By the way, I'm using Ultimate Tiny MCE Editor plugin, which gives me all these lovely icons. But the key ones to look at is these here, and I'll have to make this page a bit bigger to show you all of them. Right, you can see short codes here. So there's been some extra buttons added by Fastmember. It's added this short codes button, which you could use, but actually I discovered these are better. I can add you can see insert Fastmember product and member content, and if I hover over that, it says insert Fastmember affiliate content. You can see I've done it here. I've added a chunk. It's called Fastmember chunk ID equals 1 condition 1 or 2. Let me delete that and show you how I put that in, because it looks a bit complex. But actually you just click on that, and I can then select what shortcode am I going to put in. Is it an on-page OTO? Is it an on-page drip content? Is it a price? Is it a product name, a login form? Any of those things. So I'm going to put in a conditional content chunk, and it's showing me the content chunks I've created. So I'm going to put in, this is content chunk 1, that's the title I gave to it. And now I can set conditions. I can either type in that box or I can use this little drop down. So I can say product 1 or product 2, insert content chunk. And it's put that code in. So now what that will do is that content chunk 1, which I defined earlier, will be displayed only for people who have product 1 or product 2. Pretty easy to put that in. So now I can look at that page, and I won't preview the changes because I want to not look at it as a preview but actually view the page properly. So there it is. You can see it now. This is a chunk of content. I have named it chunk 1. Now if I were to now look at that but not as admin, in fact, so what I'll do, I'll log out and then look at this page again. So just bear with me while I do that. I'll pause the video while I do that. Let me go to the home page and go to sample page. There, that doesn't appear there now. Let me just briefly then log in and see if there's anything else I want to show you, but I've gone through I think most of the features. So no, I think we pretty much covered it. You can see you can got coupons, embed codes, which is like buttons and various other settings. So that's most of the main features. The other thing I wanted to check was whether there was any clashes between Fastmember and Headway, and to date I haven't found any, so that seems pretty straightforward. Headway allows me to do all sorts of configurations and drag and drop organization of pages and so on. Great product, so I highly recommend that as well. So I think this combination of Fastmember and Headway is perfect, certainly for me. I mean, maybe you want to use a theme other than Headway if you're not bothered about using a theme which can double up for use with offline clients. That's why I'm using Headway as opposed to something like Opt-in Press. But if you want to gain experience and start using something that can be used for all sorts of activities for offline clients, then I think you'd be hard pressed to find anything better than Headway. So anyway, basically what I'm saying is Headway and Fastmember I think are a great combination. I might do another video later on before the end of the week just comparing the principles behind Fastmember, something like Fusion HQ and something like Delevo. They're all slightly different and serve different purposes, so that might be helpful to you. But for now, that's what I want to say about Fastmember. If you can see a need for a membership system that you want low cost developer rights to, then I think Fastmember is certainly the best you could find. If you're not too concerned about the costs for developer licenses and willing to pay a bit more, then DAP is going to give you, I think, a more established product and probably, for the time being at least, wider functionality. So that's my quick assessment of Fastmember. It's on at that low price. On Sunday, I think it probably is the last day. I think it's just a 7-day launch. You've got until then to get it at that low price. Okay, thanks for your time. Bye-bye.